Yo, what's up? How we doing, y'all? Welcome to the Capital P Podcast. This is episode number 11. Feeling Sporty. I called it Feeling Sporty because we're going to talk a little bit more sports than usual. You know what I'm saying? It's Thursday night, January 27th, 2022. Yes, sir. Capital P Podcast in full effect. You know what I'm saying? We got to start out with, we got to honor my man Kobe Bryant. You know what I'm saying? Kobe Bean. It was 2 years ago yesterday of his passing. We will never forget Kobe Bryant. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? Let's have a moment of silence for Kobe. You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. Kobe and Gigi Bryant. 2 years ago yesterday, they passed away in a helicopter accident, man. Crazy. I remember it like it was yesterday. I was like, is this a joke? You know what I'm saying? They said Kobe died in a helicopter accident. And I'm like, and I go to the news and it really happened. It was real. It was fucking horrible, man. They said the pilot was trying to go over the mountain in order to get Kobe to a tournament that him and Gigi was playing. Obviously, he's coaching, and those are his girls. You know what I'm saying? And the fog fucked up the pilot, and it was all bad. You know what I'm saying? 2 years ago, we lost Kobe Bryant and Gigi Bryant. And yeah, man, that put a shock into the whole sports world. You know what I'm saying? Kobe, man, 8 and 24, as a matter of fact. Capital P Podcast, episode 11, Feeling Sporty. Topic number 1, obviously, is Kobe Bryant. Yesterday was 2 years since he and Gigi passed in a helicopter accident. Also, the other families, you can never forget about those folks also, you know. It wasn't just Kobe and Gigi. So RIP to all of them, man. And Kobe will never be forgotten. I think they, during the All-Star game, they named the MVP trophy after Kobe now. It's like the All-Star game Kobe Bryant trophy, right? So shout out to the NBA for doing that. Yeah, man, Kobe. Also in NBA, moving on to NBA stuff, the NBA All-Stars were announced yesterday. Actually, NBA All-Star team was announced today, right? Vodka, 7-Up, and like a light peach. That's the little light color you see. You know what I'm saying? A little peachy. Yes, sir. Episode 11. And NBA All-Stars were announced today. I'm fresh on it. You know what I'm saying? They still have it split up between two sides. You have Team KD, Team Kevin Durant, and you have Team LeBron James, obviously, Team LBJ. And they put the dudes at the top dudes in a bucket or whatever, and they pick those dudes. So on KD's team, you have obviously KD. This is the starting five. You have KD, Joel Embiid, Trae Young, DeMar DeRozan, and the Greek freak Giannis Antetokounmpo. Right? That's the five on there. Let me get a hand clap for that team. And then you got Team LBJ over on the other side. And you got obviously LeBron. You got Steph Curry. You got Nikola Jokic, aka the Joker, last year's MVP of the whole league, by the way. And you got my man Ja Morant. You know what I'm saying? These two right here are the surprise. Ja Morant. Ja Morant is dope, man. I just watched the Ja Morant whole documentary show called Promised Land. And man, that guy, hey, he's got that heart, man. And you know, the last dude who really surprised me was from the Golden State Warriors. Andrew Wiggins is starting in the All-Star game in that five. Hand clap for those five, man. Right. So that was announced today. NBA All-Star Team 2022 NBA All-Stars. Team KD, Team LBJ. All-Star game should be cool, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's gonna be wearing masks, obviously. And but you know, I look forward to that kind of stuff, you know. It should be dope. Team KD, Team LBJ. Ja Morant, I think, is gonna be the standout. He's gonna be going for MVP for sure. You know what I'm saying? Lots of sports going on this weekend, right? The All-Star game is like in a couple weeks, so be looking out for that. The NBA All-Star game, 2022 NBA All-Star game, KD, Team LBJ announced today, so that'll be dope. So be looking out for that. On to the next. Championship Sunday coming up here this Sunday, right? In the NFL, you got Championship Sunday coming up this week, Sunday. In game number 1, you got the San Francisco 49ers going against one of their rivals, the LA Rams. That game is at noon, 12 noon, Niners in LA versus the Rams. Right? Obviously, I got the 49ers in that. Let's go 49ers. Let's go Jimmy G. Let's go to those guys. In game number 2, you got the really surprising Cincinnati Bengals going up against the most hated Kansas City Chiefs, man. I can't stand the Chiefs, but they're there again. Patrick Mahomes got his dudes up in there, man, and you know, who cares? You know, I don't, not really. I just want them to lose. So let's go Bengals. Let's go Joe Burrow. Let's go Jamar Chase. Let's get those guys going, man. I definitely got the Bengals over the Chiefs. I actually wouldn't be mad if we saw a Cincinnati Bengals versus San Francisco 49er Super Bowl. Let me get a hand clap for that. You know what I'm saying? That would be a classic matchup if the Niners played the Bengals in a Super Bowl. The last time the Niners and the Bengals played in a Super Bowl was 1989, right? I remember like it was yesterday. And that game came down to the last minutes. That was when John Taylor caught the pass from Joe Montana right down there on the goal line to give the Niners the victory in the final minutes, man. Yes, sir. Niners all day. So speaking of the Niners, I've been a Niner fan my whole life. Shout out to the Niners. Shout out to Championship Sunday NFL. And obviously, I had to do a video for the 49ers. You know what I mean? I had to do a video for the Niners. So real quick, check out this video I made for the Niners. Let's go Niners. Yes, sir. Let's go Niners. Let me get a beat for the Niners. Word up. It's the Capital P Podcast, episode 11, Feelin Sporty. We got a lot of sports going on. We talking sports. You see, today I'm repping the Miami Marlins. You know what I'm saying? That's the little Marlins hookup. You know what I'm saying? The little Columbia Marlins. Shout out to the Marlins, Miami Marlins. That's I like them because that's Derek Jeter. And Derek Jeter runs that team all day. He's got those guys being classy as hell over there. Even though they don't win a lot of games, I like them. Obviously, you gotta love Derek Jeter. You know what I'm saying? Next topic. Let's talk about Timberlands. Yes, sir. So I saw the dopest Tims the other day, right? Take a look at these Tims. Right? They look kind of space age, right? Yeah, that's that new shit. I like those, man. Those shoes cost $189.99. $189.99. Right? Worth it? I think so. I'm probably gonna end up getting those, man, for $189.99, man. Those are some of the dopest shoes. One more time, take a look at those, man. Right? Those are the Timberland Earth Keepers. Right? I need those in a size 10, like quick fast, right? So I saw those and I was like, You know, DOS Effects, you know, my favorite group, DOS Effects, also has their own Timberlands. So check out these, the DOS Effects 40 Belows, I believe. Check them out. Yeah, those are dope, man. I mean, I'm wondering if they went into a partnership with Timberland or how that works out. But I mean, I see the DOS Effects logo where the Timberland logo should be, so that's kind of throwing me off. I don't know how Timberland would feel about that. I don't know if those are real or not, but I mean, it's DOS Effects, it's Timberland. Where can you go wrong, man? Yes, sir. Thursday night, January 27th, episode 11. Feelin Sporty, you heard? Let's talk about the Hall of Fame, Baseball Hall of Fame. Yes, sir. They let my man David Ortiz, Big Papi, into the Hall of Fame the other day. Yes, sir. Congratulations to Big Papi, man. I mean, he deserves it. It's not like he doesn't deserve it. The problem is, people, rather than give Big Papi his credit, they want to bring up Barry and all these guys who aren't in and who's, you know. I don't look at it like that. I really don't. If you get in, you get in. If you don't, you don't. Fuck it. I mean, I get that you're irritated, but you guys, the steroid guys know what's up. They know what's up. It's only later in life when, as time goes on, they become to be looked at as victims. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think they're victims at all, man. They knew what they were doing. They knew what they were doing, man. If you can't do the time, don't do the crime. They didn't have to do steroids, man. You know, and people want to talk about Big Papi's, he did this, or it's already been written that Big Papi's steroid test was during a weird time. It was some weird shit going on, and his shit was not solidified as, he wasn't 100% solidified as being a steroid user, you know? So people want to just take that little glimmer of his name being out in there as a mark. And it's not. It's definitely not. Shout out to Big Papi for getting into the Hall of Fame. It's a lot of guys that are not going to be in the Hall of Fame ever because of their definite steroid connection. Barry Bonds, Roger Clemens, Manny Ramirez. You know what I'm saying? These guys, I mean, I guess they just got blatantly caught. What's my man Schilling? Jason Giambi. You could start an all steroid team and see how that goes. You know what I'm saying? Jason Giambi. These guys got caught up and then they just disappeared. Rafael Palmeiro. The list goes on. The list is long of guys who were connected to the steroid situation, you know. And it's really sad because even Manny Ramirez, one of my favorite players of all time, definitely should be in the Hall of Fame, but you know, he tested positive on more than one occasion. You know what I'm saying? To me, Barry Bonds will always be in my eyes, Barry Bonds will be the greatest baseball player of all time. I don't need for him to be in the Hall of Fame. I remember in high school, again with a high school memory, I used to, for my whole senior year, I had Barry Bonds' Pittsburgh Pirates baseball card and Andy Van Slyke, the Pittsburgh Steelers Caucasian center fielder at that time. Andy Van Slyke and Barry Bonds. I had their baseball cards inside my hat. You know what I'm saying? One here and one here smashed in. I did that the whole year, had a great season, you know what I'm saying? So Barry will always be dope, man. I love that dude, man. So in honor of home runs and steroids, here's another video that I made of some home run smacking. Check it out. Yes, sir. What's up, y'all? It's the Capital P Podcast. It's Thursday night, January 27th, 2022. This is episode 11. Feelin Sporty. You know what I'm saying? I know you can hear the beat going. It ain't nothing changed. You know what I'm saying? It's episode 11. Sound is all good. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about Drink Champs. So on the last episode of Drink Champs with Noria and DJ Effin, they had the Alcoholics, one of my favorite groups of all time. The Alcoholics, man. The Alcoholics rock hard. If you've ever been to an Alcoholics show, you know that they literally move the building when they rock. I remember watching them perform on a boat, and the whole boat was rocking. Beers splashing all over the place. First of all, let me get a hand clap for the Alcoholics. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Taj, you know what I'm saying? I remember I hung out with Taj one time. It wasn't really a hangout, but we were hanging out. You know what I'm saying? They were in town for a Conscious Vibe event. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Conscious Vibe. Shout out Dougie. And I think I was assigned to like take Taj from the club back to our crib just to waste time. You know what I'm saying? And we were just chilling and getting, you know what I mean? And Tash was hella cool. Those dudes were cool, and then they went back and rocked. I think that was Harlow's. Dougie, was that Harlow's? So shout out to Alcoholics, man. Their DJ, I can't can't remember the other dude in the group, man. Good lord, that was a while ago, man. But yeah, the Alcoholics on Drink Champs. Taz, one of the most underrated MCs of all time. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you know they were talking about coming from the arm of King T. If you remember King T from the late '80s, early '90s, you know what I'm saying? King T coming straight out of LA had some of the most clever rhymes. You know what I'm saying? Even coming from back then. You know. So once again, shout out to the Alcoholics, man. I'm glad they got their flowers on Drink Champ because they deserve it, man. Those dudes has given us a lot of music. You know what I'm saying? Alcoholics has given us a lot of music. So, and a lot of entertainment. Those dudes are hella cool. You know. So on the next Drink Champs actually should be good too, because on the next Drink Champs, their guest is gonna be Black Sheep. Drez from Black Sheep. I don't know if Mr. Long is gonna be on there also, but Drez definitely from Black Sheep. That should be a good one. Engine number 9 on the New York Transit line. If my train comes off the track, pick it up. Shout out to Black Sheep. You know what I'm saying? Those dudes are dope. But it's almost like, even though they had a couple albums, I remember Black Sheep having a couple of albums, but I think they really were just known for like 1 or 2 songs, you know? So shout out to Mr. Long. I guess they were called Black Sheep because they were the black sheep of the native tongue family. You know what I'm saying? They came later. Episode 11, you know what I'm saying? It's the Capital P Podcast, episode 11, Feelin Sporty. Yeah, I'm feeling sporty. You know what I'm saying? Rocking the Marlins gear. Shout out to Derek Jeter and the Miami Marlins. Even though they suck as a team, I do like their gear. You know what I'm saying? What's next? What am I watching on TV? Well, let me tell you. Like I said earlier about Ja Morant, I just watched the Ja Morant documentary show from about 2 years ago. Right before COVID hit. He had a documentary show, 6 episodes come out called Promised Land. And it basically followed him from, it went and basically followed him from high school to college to NBA. This dude is like 20, 21 years old. You know what I'm saying? Balling. Today he's 20, I think he's 23 today, and has the Memphis Grizzlies in the best position they've ever been in. Basically, Ja Morant got the Memphis Grizzlies in the best position they've ever been in. He's playing outstanding ball. Just announced as an all-star starter this season. What more can you say, man? This guy's got the energy. I consider Ja Morant to be Allen Iverson with hops. I'm also watching this show called Naomi on the WB. Naomi is stars this new actress named Casey Wallfall, and she just basically plays this girl who discovers that she has powers, and this is all about her discovering her powers and using them and wondering what they're for. You know, I like that kind of stuff. You know, superhero type shit. I'm all for a superhero story. You know, that show is produced and I believe it's directed by Ava DuVernay, the great director. You know what I'm saying? Ava DuVernay is the woman behind Naomi, basically. That's the only reason I really started watching it in the first place. It's good though. It's a good little show. I definitely suggest, if you have free time, check out Naomi. I think you'll like that. I'm also watching a lot of old shows, right? Old shows like Magnum P.I. You know what I'm saying? Old shows like Columbo. You know, I'm watching a lot of the Jeffersons and shit like that, you know? I think old TV is better. I'm also watching the old MacGyver, which is good too, man. There's so many things on TV to watch. It's like, goodness gracious. You know, let me get a beat for old TV. Let me get a beat. You know what else I'm watching? I just started watching it today, which was Ozark season 4, the final season. So, Ozark is dope. Ozark is definitely dope, man. I like Jason Bateman is the producer and star of that show, you know. Jason Bateman is a Hollywood classic actor, you know. This guy, you know, he used to be on Silver Spoons. Jason Bateman will always be Derek, the little sarcastic friend of Ricky Schroeder from Silver Spoons. Remember that shit? Yeah, so Ozark is dope, man. I watched episode 1 through 3 so far. I like how it's going. I don't understand how the family is still living though, dealing with these cartels and shit. You know, they like to do away with that. But shout out to my girl who plays Ruth. Shout out to Julia Garner, the actress Julia Garner, right? So Julia Garner is a hell of an actress, man. She already won an award for Ozark. She also was the daughter in the one show Dirty Richard, or what was that show where the guy was trying to steal money from the lady? I can't even remember, but she won an award for that too, man. So Julia Garner, man, wins awards. She's a great actress. She's playing the hell out of Ruth Whitmore or Wademore, whatever the hell her name is, man. She plays the hell out of that role, man, with the hair. One thing I like about her character of Ruth since season 1 at some point is always bumping some real hip hop. You know what I'm saying? I remember in season 1 she was listening to EPMD. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Ruth. Shout out to her love of hip hop, man. That's a great show, Ozark, man. Shout out to Ozark. It's the Capital P podcast. It's Thursday night, January 27th. It's 2022. And I'm just chilling, man. You know, doing episode 11, feeling sporty. You got a lot of sports going on this weekend coming up. You know what I mean? This week we had Kobe, the 2-year anniversary of Kobe passing the other day. We got Championship Sunday coming up this weekend. You got the Bengals and the Chiefs, and you got the Niners and the Rams. Right? We looked at some dope ass Tims, right? Shout out to DOS Effects. We have Big Papi getting into the Hall of Fame. Shout out to Big Papi. Big Papi was the one and only player inducted into the Hall of Fame this year. That's very rare. You know what? I still got to give a shout out to Barry, Roger Clemens, Manny Ramirez. I even got to give a shout out to Alex Rodriguez, A-Rod, you know. A-Rod this was the first year A-Rod was able to be eligible to be in the Hall of Fame. He got 34% of the vote. That's not good. So he'll probably be on the long ass waiting list like Barry and all these other guys, man. Kurt Schilling. It's sad, man, to be honest. Jose Canseco, Mark McGuire, all of our greats, man. All these guys are got that black mark. Shout out to the Alcoholics. Shout out to Black Sheep. Shout out to Drink Champs. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Ja Morant, everything on TV, Playboy, the Playboy documentary, Naomi, Ozark. Alright. It's the Capital P Podcast, episode 11, Feeling Sporty. About to bring this one to a close. I hope you guys have a good evening, have a good week, have a good weekend. Enjoy all the football, and it's all for the love of the music. You know what I'm saying? It's all for the love of hip hop. It's the Capital P Podcast, episode 11, closing out, and you already know how I do it. Peace.